It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and it calls of all, both small and great, rich or poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their FOREHEDS. Revelations 13, verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, say that he hath the mark or the name of BST or know his name. Revelations 13, verse 18, here is wisdom, let him have understanding. Count the number of the BST, for it is a number of a man, and its number is SIX 303 squared SIX. Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Wakar Kadash, and the Heavenly Father, the true name is Yahweh, and his unbegotten Son, Ba'Shem, in the name of Hamashiach Havashai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a quick sit-down lesson of the M.O.T.B news updates as we start to see more and more of a increasing of a cashless society. We're seeing the Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, and the pushing of this digital dollar, of this new currency. As we're seeing the paper dollar, it's going to be the thing of the past. So we're seeing this digital stablecoin, this digital Bitcoin, this digital cryptocurrency, this digital bank, this central digital currency of the CBC plot, the CBC trial, the CBC test, and the final step pushes that leads to the road to the M.O.T.B, which is the mark of the beast that they want to implant in your right hair or in your foreheads. That's why they got these smart cities, 15 million cities that's in development. This Neuralink, this nanotechnology, and the pushing of this digital RFID chip that they want to implant inside your body. Even if you're upper class, lower class, the economic spectrum, so it's from that side into that. And this is from the from Bing.com, from Copilot search. It says Central Digital Currency News. The World Bank of Central Bank Digital Currency of the CBCs is rapidly evolving, right? It's rapidly evolving throughout the years and as of recently. As we start to enter more and more of a cashless society, it says with numerous projects and initiatives underway, here are some of the latest developments. A global engagement. 94% of central banks are research of the central digital currency, with 81% building proofs of concepts and 33% running programs in 2025. The two-tier architectures. The most common design combines of the two tiers agriculture with the distribute ledger technology and token-based assets models. Cross-border payments project like M.Bridge and Project Dunbar are reducing in international settlement times from days to seconds, while the cutting costs by up to 50%. It says privacy and compliance, balancing using anonymity with the anti-money laundering requirements continues to be a major debate, with tier privacies and zero knowledge proof emerging as leader solutions. Right, because we've been definitely seeing, especially United States, that's a big priority, and some of these other countries as well too. That's a big priority because we've been seeing that in the year 2025 and all the way into now. These are times about if they trust the central digital currency, because it's a money, it's like a money spy and money government controlling controlling your money and your assets, and spying on your money, controlling your money, a government controlling base, So that's why the United States had a second thought of not pursuing, the pushing of the central digital currency of the digital dollar to have it created right along with the side of the American dollar. So they chose the alternative route and using the Genius Act with the digital dollar stable coin and the digital dollar cryptocurrency. So that's basically just like an alternative because it's still going to be used by government spying, government base. It's still going to be part of that. So it's nowhere to go around that. It says U.S. initiatives. It says the European Central Bank aims for ready for a potential first issuance of a digital euro during 2029 with a 12-month plot starting in the phase half of 2027. The South Korea project Hangan. The Bank of Korea has launched a second phase of its flagship blockchain initiative, Project Handa, testing deposit tokens, right, which they did I would say last April and all the way into June. Now they're doing the second phase of it once again for real government subsidies of discouragements. These developments reflect on the ongoing efforts and initiatives in the central digital currency space as a central bank worldwide accelerates in explorations of the digital currencies to ensure public monetary sovereignties and financial inclusions. Yep, get back to that Revelations 13 and verse 16. And it calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? To receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads as we lean towards that path of the digital RFID chip, of this more and more pushing of this cashless society. Revelations 13, verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the mark of the beast or on his name. Right, so once this comes into full effect, which we see the signs of it through the years as recently, of more and more that's being pushed forth of this Neuralink nanotechnology, this brain chip, and this digital RFID chip that they want to implant into everybody, because this is going to be this is going to be mandatory throughout the whole planet Earth for you to buy or sell as we start to see more and more of a cashless society, and the paper dollar is going to be the thing of the past, even though it's their value right now, but very soon it's going to be the thing of the past. Revelations 13 verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him have understanding. Count the number of the BST, for it is a number of a man, and his number is SIX 334 and SIX. So hopefully this was edifying of the M.O.T.B news updates as of March the 21st, 2026 on this Saturday night. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Wakakadash. And Heavenly Father, the true name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Yahushua. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Balash Kulash, the Holy Tongue. And I said Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I would say Shalom.